Hi guys, picked this one up in a charity shop today. It doesn't have very many parts to put together, so I think I might crack on and do it. And then I can see if there's any way I can motorise it. I have an idea what I want to do. Be a bit careful, there's bits rolling around in there that are going to fall out. On both sides. Oh, there was actually some glue there as well, and a few more bits falling out. Okay. Let's put all the bits in the plastic bag. There's one bit on the floor there. Another bit just there. Couple more bits. Okay. So, instructions. We do that. Part 1, the crank handle. Now, funnily enough, that's one of the bits that I will want to change if I'm going to motorise it. So we might leave that, or at least I won't put the actual crank on it. Just checking. Six by 70, 6 by 60, and 6 by 25. Yeah. That'll be the 6 by 25. Okay. Probably best to use a ruler to check your measurements, but I think I can work that out by eye. And it also looks like that one is warped, which can be a bit of a pain. Use cheap wood. I don't think I got anything I can replace that with. I'll go and have a look. You probably can't see it, but that is definitely warped. Right, that was quite a sidetrack there, finding a bit of wood in my stock. If I just hold them together, I don't know if you can see my finger in the gap where this one is curved. So that really wasn't going to work for us. So we'll throw that, well, I'll put that in my stock, but That's what we'll use. Right, that was a sidetrack. Part G. Okay. $10mm long collar. Well, that's the only one that's 10mm long. Oh God, that one's a real mess as well. Oh, no, it did go on. That's warped. Right, as I say, I'm not actually going to glue that on, but that's got to go on there, like that. Yeah, we're not going to do this bit here for the crank handle. My plan is to 3D print a pulley or a wheel to go on there that will then drive from a servo motor or something like that. Right, we do have to glue that in place. I'd only expect it to take about 10 minutes or so to assemble this. Right, wants a bead of glue on there. Oh, I'm not using their glue, am I? Oh, never mind. That's supposed to be on there that far. Okay. We'll put that to one side. This piece, 3mm by 22. Yep, that one's 22. Bead of glue in there. Let's flush with the end. Yes. Those are going to go in there with a bead of glue. Make sure that that will fit between them. Yes, that's okay. I see you could accidentally That's going to fit in there anyway. Next. That one. These would appear to be identical. Okay. Put a bead of glue in a short collar. Push that on. Oh, short collar. Yeah, that's a short collar. I got to say, they're really not very clear. That's got to be the right one. Now I've got that dry, which makes sense because otherwise it's going to stick to there. It's going to go through there. And a 13mm long collar. I haven't got a 13mm long collar. That one's 12. The one that we put on there was 12. It's got to be that one. Yeah, we're going to have to come back in a minute because we need to let that one dry. Right, I reckon they've got their dimensions wrong. That one is the only one we got a pair of. And that's the one we started with gluing on there. But clearly it's going to need to go on. Where are we? On there. So that's That one that they said was a 10mm, that's not 10, that's about 8 at the most. 7. So then that's going to go on through there, that one on there, and then that one on there. Yeah. Misleading. Back in a minute. Slight change of plan. I'm now using acrylic glue because it's slightly faster drying than that wood glue, but still gives me time to make mistakes and correct them. So we got this one on. That's got to be moved up. What are we up to? Yeah, that goes on there, and then that goes on there, and that has to rock freely. And that one goes on that way around. I can't see that it matters whether that's glued in place or not. And that one, which would have the crank on the end of it, but we're not going to fit it. It's going to go on there. And that one's going to slide on. Come on. That's a bit tight. I should do that off screen in case it goes wrong and I say rude words. Jumping ahead a little bit here. Yeah, I did struggle to slide that down on there. It was a very tight fit. But it's on there now, and you can see why those two pieces had to be used. It calls them 12mm. They're not 12mm. It called that one 10mm, and that's not 10mm. That's where the crank would go if we were going to crank it by hand. So they're in place. This can now go on here, but we need to put the rod over there. Let's just have a little look. Check things are going to fit. No, they're not going to fit. Not unless we're leaving quite a gap there. How much gap is there? One of these pieces and check. Oh, that doesn't want to come out. Right, that's going to be the gap. Oh yeah, there is enough room for that to... Need to get the thing on there. Okay, so that piece. This is taking much longer than I expected. Right, that bit is going to go over there, and it goes that way around. I really don't know why this is making me struggle so much. Okay, we're going to need some glue again. So, okay. So, looking at the pieces, that piece, three by 14. Ooh, no, that one is 14. That has got to go in the lower bit there. Three by 22. Yeah, that's 22. That's going to go in the top bit. Okay, that's going to go through there. Three by 14. Nope, that one is 17. 14. That one is going through there. Just measure this out. That one will go there. Okay, and then that one going to be going through there in a minute. That one's going to go through there, so I think we can put a drop of glue on there. You see I've changed glue again, using super glue. Three by 17. I measured that one. 17, yeah. That one is going into there. And that one will be glued. Three by 22. Come on. That one might be 22. Yeah, that one's 22. That one goes into there. And that long arm, 3 by 14. What have we got left? Yeah, they're both. Yeah, they're both 14s. That's going to go in there. Lift that off? Yes, I can still lift that one off at the moment. That way round. Yeah. That's just out of eye shot up there, but we'll adjust the camera in a minute. Got some little ones I've got to go on now. And that's going through there. Oh, I'm going to have to move the camera. There. On there. On there. On there. On there. That one over there onto that's supposed to be a loose fit. I'll just open that hole out a bit. Get it the right way round, otherwise we'll be in trouble. Okay, one of them over there. Slow down. One over there. Right, well, that one. Okay. And that one. I think we got the general idea there. I need to glue some of them in a minute. One of them on there. Oh. Okay, not moving very well. Not moving very well at all. Right, I need to look at that. Must have something in the wrong place. just not moving enough. Looks like we've got to tighten that up. Yeah, I need to adjust those fingers. Now I understand. We need them to be a tighter fit. Got too much slack. Okay, I'll adjust that. Well, I think we'll let the glue dry for a while now. I've got to push these two through at the end here to link it all together, stop them sliding apart. Could do with an extra hand here. That doesn't want to go in. I'll sort that out and we'll come back when the glue's dried and see if it actually works. And just in case you missed, I was just adjusting these two legs so we get a bit more movement. Still haven't got much movement, to be honest. I think I'll put... Yeah, those have moved apart again, even though I've glued them. I have an idea. It'll probably do the job. Yeah, it's too much movement there. Too much slack between the follower, or whatever they call it, and the cam. So we're not getting as much movement at the back here as we should be. I've taken the follower out, and as you can see, I'm forcing it together and re-gluing it to take out the slack. I'm overdoing it there. I'd rather overdo it and then weaken it off a bit than have to try and tighten it up again. Finished, or at least finished as far as I'm going to go at the moment. So I haven't put a pulley on here to put a motor on it to drive it. I'm not sure whether I will actually. I'm not particularly happy with the motion. It does work. I've had to adjust a few bits because some bits were too tight, and I'm not happy with the follower. It doesn't seem to be given the right motion. He doesn't seem to come down as far as he ought to. He goes up, it doesn't come down. So up, no problem, banana in his mouth, but it seems to go too far up. And then I would have thought it should have come down a little bit more. So we've got the action. But I think it should drop down a bit further. So I could spend more time adjusting bits and pieces. And as I say, I could put a pulley on here or a big gear and run it from a servo motor or some suitably geared motor. You don't want to go too fast, you want to go at this sort of rate. You don't want to be doing something like that. You want a nice gentle motion. but that took me far longer than I expected. I'll have to look back and see what the previous video was like.
Hey, thanks for watching. There's plenty of videos on my main channel with more added daily, so don't forget to subscribe and enable the notifications to keep you up to date with my new releases. You can help keep my channel running by donating $1 on Patreon to buy me coffee. You can always find more information in the video description. Thanks again for watching.